morning, everybody. It's Thursday, and I'm really happy to be here with you today. It's pretty sunny outside. I had a great walk around Richmond Avenue School yesterday, picked up a few books, and I have one of those books right here. A student from Mr. Markus' class, Farheen, his mom sent me a message and asked if I could read The Rainbow Fish. And I knew I had that one in the library. I actually have all 3 books from this series, and I picked it up. So The Rainbow Fish is the book that we're going to do today. I'm also going to make this little introduction and the outro quite short. I have another video of me at the school yesterday that I wanted to put together and to upload for you. So I'm going to make sure I get that done. But I hadn't thought about the rainbow fish in a while. And if you haven't heard this story before, I think you'll enjoy it. The one thing I'm a little bit disappointed about is I know when I do the pictures for it, you're not going to get to really see the shimmery, shiny scales that are on this particular fish and in these illustrations. It's really nice. Of course, it's always better to have the book there in person, but we'll make do as best we can. So let's get started with The Rainbow Fish by Markus Pfister. Going out to Farheen. See you back here in a little bit. The Rainbow Fish by Markus Pfister. A long way out in the deep blue sea there lived a fish. Not just an ordinary fish, but the most beautiful fish in the entire ocean. His scales were every shade of blue and green and purple, with sparkling silver scales among them. The other fish were amazed at his beauty. They called him Rainbow Fish. "Come on, Rainbow Fish," they would call. "Come and play with us." But the Rainbow Fish would just glide past, proud and silent, letting his scales shimmer. One day, a little blue fish followed after him. "Rainbow Fish," he called, "wait for me. Please give me one of your shiny scales. They are so wonderful, and you have so many." "You want me to give you one of my special scales? Who do you think you are?" cried the Rainbow Fish. "Get away from me." Shocked, the little blue fish swam away. He was so upset he told all his friends what had happened. From then on, no one would have anything to do with the Rainbow Fish. They turned away when he swam by. What good were the dazzling, shimmering scales with no one to admire them? Now he was the loneliest fish in the entire ocean. One day he poured out his troubles to the starfish. "I really am beautiful. Why doesn't anybody like me?" "I can't answer that for you," said the starfish. "But if you go beyond the coral reef to a deep cave, you will find the wise octopus. Maybe she can help you." The Rainbow Fish found the cave. It was very dark inside, and he couldn't see anything. Then, suddenly, 2 eyes caught him in their glare, and the octopus emerged from the darkness. "I have been waiting for you," said the octopus with a deep voice. "The waves had told me your story. This is my advice. Give a glittering scale to each of the other fish. You will no longer be the most beautiful fish in the sea, but you will discover how to be happy." "I can't," the rainbow fish started to say, but the octopus had already disappeared into a dark cloud of ink. "Give away my scales? My beautiful shining scales? Never! How could I ever be happy without them?" Suddenly, he felt the light touch of a fin. The little blue fish was back. "Rainbow fish, please, don't be angry. I just want one little scale." The rainbow fish wavered. "Only one very, very small shimmery scale," he thought. "Well, maybe I wouldn't miss just one." Carefully, the rainbow fish pulled out the smallest scale and gave it to the little fish. Thank you very much," the little blue fish bubbled playfully as he tucked the shiny scale in among his blue ones. A rather peculiar feeling came over the rainbow fish. For a long time he watched the little blue fish swim back and forth with his new scale glittering in the water. The little blue fish whizzed through the ocean with his scale flashing, so it didn't take long before the rainbow fish was surrounded by the other fish. Everyone wanted a glittering scale. The rainbow fish shared his scales left and right, and the more he gave away, the more delighted he became. When the water around him filled with glimmering scales, he at last felt at home among the other fish. Finally, the rainbow fish had only one shining scale left. His most prized possessions had been given away, yet he was very happy. "Come on, rainbow fish," they called. "Come and play with us." "Here I come," said the rainbow fish, and happy as a splash, he swam off to join his friends. Well, we're back. What did you think of that story? It's a nice little story about sharing. You know, the fish did not, he had all those little shiny scales that everybody and all the other fish really seemed to like, but he wanted to keep them all for himself, and he really wasn't very nice to some of the other fish. But once he decided to share the things that he had, his shiny scales, with those around him, he really felt good about himself. He felt happier. He also was able to enjoy the beauty of those scales on the other fish. He wasn't just keeping them all to himself. It's nice to share. I'm not saying that you should take, this one item you have and maybe, it's your favorite thing in the whole world and give it away to somebody. Although, if you wanted to do that, that's fantastic. But if you have some extra of something, maybe a snack at lunch, or maybe you have two items that you can't play with at the same time and you let somebody else use one while you use the other, that can make both you and the person you're sharing with feel really great. Well, I'm going to sign off for now. I want to get to that other video. I want to put it together for you so I can post it today and everybody can check out the inside of the library and see what it was like. So I'm going to get to editing that and putting it together so that I can get it posted for you. I hope everybody out there enjoyed our story, and I hope you all have a great rest of your Thursday, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.